There, I'm Holly McDonald with the OC Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make our area such a great place to live. Today, I have a real treat. We have the PomBells, Laura, Jessica, and Deanna here with me, and they're going to tell us a little bit more about all of their spirit. So, Laura, why don't you tell us a little bit about PomBells?
Okay, I will. Came to be on the side of our kids' football game. Jessica and I were setting up for homecoming, and Jessica handed me a pom-pom and a cowbell. And before I had kids, I was not a huge sports fan, and I am very much a sports fan of my children.
Yeah.
However, I'm not really familiar with fan gear, and using both hands was not working for me.
Coordination, right?
Coordination, and I was like, I need a hand.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't efficient for me. So Jessica said, why don't we just put them together? And I said, that works for me. And so she tied the cowbell to the top of the pom-pom. And I said, that's terrific, but I feel a lawsuit coming on, because what if that flies off and hurts someone? So she said, oh, I think we have something here, because everybody's always trying to think of their $1 million idea, right? So we called Deanna. And I knew Deanna from school, and Deanna and Jessica are super close. And she said, great idea. Yeah, let's do it. So I said, all right, I'm going to go home and I'm going to come up with an idea. And I went home and I sketched up an idea, bought some stuff on Amazon, zhuzhed something together, and that's how she was born.
Amazing. So, Jessica, it sounds like you really kind of took the reins a little bit in convincing Laura that this was actually a thing.
No convincing, because it's like there's something so infectious about this product, about the PomBell. And she wasn't like super into the, two-hand thing, but there was something that magical that happened as soon as she was shaking that bell pom combo. She was into it. And I was like, well, we should make these. And she immediately said yes. And that's when we called Deanna. I mean, this whole concept was birthed. I mean, like, it felt like 30 seconds. Probably not, right? But it was like something that immediately caught our attention and became so energetic. And I don't know if you remember receiving the phone call, but
I do.
You no
Yes.
convincing either.
I know. She called me and she goes, Deanna, I'm with Laura. We have something. And then she goes, what do you think about a pom-pom and a cowbell attached together? And I was like, oh my God, yes. Yes, that's it. And we, like Laura said, we've been friends for a while, and we're constantly brainstorming ideas and concepts, and, some things we're like, maybe, and others we're like, probably not, but it was instantaneous for sure.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes.
So, have any of you invented anything before? Because you got a patent and everything for this. That's so impressive.
You know what? All three of us are innovators and entrepreneurs in our own way, and I'll let those two speak to what they've done. I created a product. It's a paint can label to help people organize their paint cans. So I have my own website, copyrighted, trademarked. Hadn't done a patent before, so that was new for all three of us. What's that paint?
Hey,
Yes.
okay,
So,
cool.
yes.
It's always so hard to know what paint is in the can.
Exactly.
That's great. I'm going to pass that along to clients.
Yes. And then Jess?
Yeah. I run a spiritual center here in Orange County in Irvine. So I'm, entrepreneurial myself. And I know Lara has experience doing her own thing.
Yeah. I'm the queen of the side gig. So I've been a full-time stay-at-home mom and a part-time business owner for years. So I had a clothing business for a bunch of years. I made tapestry for a bunch of years. I do travel advising, and now I am mistress of the PomBell.
I love that, because obviously, I was at I guess you could call it a launch party,
Yes.
right? Which was fantastic. You guys went all out for that. So you know how to throw a party. And I think the kids were really into it, the students. Tell me, what has the response been to the PomBell?
It's been amazing, from parents, students, everybody across the board. It's like she was saying, it's infectious, and it's fun, it's colorful, and you can't help but just smile and have fun shaking it. It's not just for school sports. We're going to go to the Ducks game this evening.
I brought it to a 60th birthday party
Yes,
this weekend.
that's right. Yes.
We're saying that the PomBell is really for any celebration. It's obviously a easy fit for sporting events, sideline of sporting events and marathons and that kind of thing. Weddings, again, her 60th birthday party. Anytime you want an extra special, celebration, a PomBell is perfect. And I would say that I had the unique experience of being on the sidelines of a football game recently where our team was down and we really brought the PomBell spirit out in the third quarter and we came back to win by 1 point. And the boys even remarked that it was the PomBells that really ignited, a fan spirit that they were missing and that they needed. So it's really neat to get that feedback from the actual players themselves. And then we were at the Disney race and we saw firsthand from the sidelines of the race, how meaningful it was to have those PomBells as the runners were running and see their faces light up with this new type of, cheering apparatus because it's, as we know, Lara's a runner, you're a runner. When you're running in those races and you're so tired, anything that's like fresh is something that's really meaningful. So we've seen the direct impact of the happiness that the PomBell brings in so many different avenues.
Yeah, it's something that is clearly so simple. I think that's why people smile because they've never seen anything like it before, but it's kind of obvious, like any good invention.
Right. I love that. You want to demonstrate how one works?
Sure. Here we go. Well, people like MSU, Mississippi State University, is a big cowbell school, and they hold them like this. Wait, am I on?
You're good. You're good.
And then it can also, this is yours, Holly.
Oh my gosh, he is gonna.
Yeah.
He was asking me.
A little dolphin on it.
I think Lara's being a little modest. For me, the way I like to shake a PomBell, loud and proud.
That would totally get you running fast.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
That is real. It is fun.
Can you shake
Take it. I mean, it just you pick it up and like you literally cannot not smile.
Yeah.
That's so fun. So now, how does it work when people are ordering? So it's customizable, clearly. Tell me a little bit about what people can expect.
Do you want to take this, Jess? Okay. Well, as of now, we have Shopify store, and you can go to the website where it's going to be accessible via Etsy, TikTok. It's accessible via Meta right now. So there are lots of different ways to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can pick pre-made bells that are combinations that are pre-existing that support a lot of different teams that already exist.
Yeah.
Or you can do a custom bell where you pick one of, how many colors do we have now? 9? I think 9 colors.
Wow.
And we have, I think, 20 different color palms. So you can make any kind of combination that you want.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have stickers that go along with that soon as well. And that actually makes it, I think that's a really fun part too.
Yeah.
Is designing it with stickers. So if you have your team sticker or your booster club sticker or whatever, you can then slap it on. We're also really looking forward to partnering with folks and doing fundraisers where we could provide a QR code that links directly to a page. And then it could be a fundraising opportunity where we could split profits with whatever organization is looking to raise money.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
How have the schools been responding to it? Because you're based in the Newport-Mesa School District. How are they taking to it?
I don't want to monopolize.
Process with partnering with schools, when we're only recently launched and there's so many different partnership opportunities. So we're in process right now with the local schools and what that's going to look like. But as Lara said, the really wonderful and unique opportunity to partner with a 501c3, which most of the schools have, and do a fundraiser with them. That's going to be a really neat avenue to partner with them. And then definitely we would love to partner with like micro influencers and get them a QR code. And it's just been really well received in every avenue so far that we've touched. It's been a really incredible reception both locally and nationally.
Yeah, I love that. I did see that you were at the Disney race recently, so that's cool. And then also, I mean, you guys are scaling big fast. I mean, you could really partner with any major team out there and get all of their fans. You were talking about college teams. I mean, NFL. There's so many watch parties locally. So like there's a lot of opportunities to get the fans riled up.
Yeah, we definitely want to partner with people who are doing tailgates, right? Because that's a really fun addition to any tailgate. There's certain bell teams across the nation that we're going to be partnering with, and we're going to focus on them. And that's the Nashville Predators, the San Francisco Giants, like we said, the Anaheim Ducks. So Mississippi State, we're in conversation with them. So there's certain bell schools that we're going after first and foremost. And then, like we said, the races. Again,
The Olympics are coming.
Oh my gosh, that's true. Yes, and you're so local, so
Right.
it's pretty easy. I mean, obviously, lots
Rowing.
of connections
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah, marathons.
And you mentioned you're all like involved in other activities and jobs and everything. So how are you finding time and balance to do this?
I think it's a challenge, right? Like anything else. Our kids are really excited for us, though. And, they see us out there working and bringing this vision to life. And, when you first approach them, they're like, okay. But now they're excited and they're talking with their friends about it. And so, we just do what we can when we can.
We work together.
Yeah.
We definitely find at least a pocket of time every single day.
yeah.
But
Every day.
it may be earlier one day, later than that. It's staggered. But
Yeah.
I think since we've really brought this together, there's not a day that we haven't worked on this. So it's a full-time project, but not with like the traditional full-time hours.
Right.
Sense.
Yeah. Well, and you just had your launch party, but you've only been really like working on this idea for about a year. Is that right? Or maybe even a little bit less.
Yes.
So that's fast to get this off the ground and running. So that's really impressive.
What's the beauty of having the three of us work together?
Yeah.
And we're really complementary. I think
That's
it's
true.
it's special. It's special, and I think we all can take criticism pretty well and feedback pretty well, so it doesn't derail us. And we just oh, you're right. It's keeping your eyes on the prize and putting your ego aside. And I think that can often be difficult when you're working with.
Yes. So you are a good team combination.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing. What have been some of the challenges and highlights for you so far?
I think a challenge, and I would imagine it's for any startup, is customer acquisition. I mean, it's a little bit like you have this, I was saying to Jessica this morning, like you have this amazing resource, but you have to mine it. And it's the mining that's so challenging.
Yeah.
Because we can see, we're like, yeah, we're so close. It's like, how do we access the right person and just get them at the right time and elbow grease. But so much of a startup launching is about timing.
Yes. Yeah.
It's true.
About highlights.
I mean, I think so far for me, the launch party was really fun because there was such great energy there. So many people turned up for it. So many people had so much fun just looking at all the options and be able to take stickers and decorate their bells. And and the feedback, not one person had anything negative to say. It was a whole new level of excitement and enthusiasm that I haven't seen or felt in a while.
Yeah, it was a great event. You had quite the turnout. That was amazing. And I've loved watching how you've been putting out the information and content on Instagram, kind of tracing your story too, to give it a little bit more just behind the scenes of what it took to build it and the purpose and the mission. I was curious, are your kids all on the same team or what's the story there?
Our boys were on the same
Okay.
team.
Uh-huh.
My son has since moved on to a different sport. And I think your two boys were also.
Same. They played football together, freshman, sophomore. And then, my son decided to move on to a different sport.
But they all have played on the same football team point. And that is what originally kind of bonded us and birthed this idea, was on the sideline of a football game. And
Yes.
Since we've obviously just seen that it can be so much bigger and wider than just football. But yeah, football was the unifying, the catalyst.
Okay. Well, I want to ask you, what is the prize? You said you're going to keep your eye on the prize. What are you what is your vision for PomBell and the three of you going forward? You can put your biggest, most crazy idea out there for where you want this to go. Why not?
I think our LLC is actually Moms and Poms, so we didn't limit ourselves to just the PomBell. I think we're open. I hope I'm speaking for this. When I think we could have a long career together, just coming up with ideas. And once the idea of the energy and the joy that is represented with this item takes off, I just feel like the possibilities could be endless. But it's getting the momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I personally love anything that brings positive energy into the world. We can't have enough of it, right?
Yeah.
So this is something that really will bring a lot of joy to people. And I love how you said that it literally made a difference for some of the football players when they were down.
Yeah.
And it brought them out ahead.
Definitely. And, but to ask what our goals and aspirations for this particular product and our company is, I mean, it's global. It's for sure. It's massive. It's endless.
Exactly.
There is nowhere that the PomBell doesn't belong.
I love that.
And of course, we start with the United States and kind of master that territory. But I think that simultaneously, we'll be creating partnerships all around the world. Definitely. The noisemaker is not a new fan product.
Right.
We've just made it better. And so really anywhere that the noisemaker has been is where the PomBell will be. And that's certainly all around the globe.
I love that. I mean, I think every real estate office should have one for when we have a closing. Just bring that PomBell. I will bring that up to the manager. Yeah. Yeah, it could be anywhere that there is something to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great. Do you have anything else you want to add where people can find you? Anything?
PomBells.com.
PomBells.com.
I think that's pretty easy to remember.
You have no reason not to order.
Order now.
Why don't you mention?
Well, right now we have discount pricing going on, and that is ending at the end of the month, which is right around the corner. So that was our special launch pricing.
Nice.
And yeah, get your PomBells at our discounted rate while you can.
Yeah. They seem like they'd be a great holiday gift. Yep. And you're on Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Etsy, Pinterest, very soon Amazon, Walmart. We're really going to get this everywhere. eBay, the process this week. Those drops will be opening any day now.
Oh my gosh, that's even more widely available than I thought. So incredible. I'm so excited for you. Bringing so much spirit to not only Newport and Costa Mesa, but literally soon the entire world.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Shake one for you, man.
Shake it.